J Pilot, the video you did with me went viral. Nice. You, I'm glad I could be on it, man. That's awesome. Josh, you made it back from OSH just now. Man, we came back from OSH. We came back yesterday, and it was just needed. We needed to come back, and we wanted to get out before the storms came in, and we wanted to. We were just kind of done, you know. We were just ready to kind of be back home. J-Pot, I did see you were at 2K, man. That you are growing faster than any of us. You're like, that's what I said. You jumped on here. You're like the man, the myth, the legend. Something tells me that's Ron that says that, and not Janice. Ron, I hope I can be half as funny as you are when I get to your young age. Yeah, J Pal, I've seen that. When I looked at you when maybe we did our interview, it was 700 or something like that. And I just seen you earlier. I was kind of catching up on all the YouTube stuff. And boy, like you just blew up this weekend, man. You were on fire. You grew more than any of us did. And that's awesome. I'm happy for you. That's pretty cool. I know, gotta respect your elders. You know it was wrong. So good for you, J Pilot. Thank you for letting me be on your channel, and I appreciate you giving me a follow here on the YouTube. We just wanted to hop on and see, see what you guys are into tonight, but we also want to kind of recap what we did. J Pilot, I was not at OSH. We left yesterday pretty much when you and your dad did. I think we were maybe right behind you. We knew that the storms were coming in, and we knew that that it could be bad. And just like you said, you left during the day, and you didn't want to risk the Lockheed getting hurt. And same thing for us. We left yesterday afternoon. We were told that they were shutting down departures at 2:30 for the air show, the TFR, of course. And then when we kind of were packing everything up, and we made this decision, this go no go decision, about 11:30, and then 11:30, I said I don't know that we'll make 2:30 because we were still downtown Oshkosh at about 11:30 in the morning, and then she kind of wanted to go, and I said, all right, let's do it. So 11:30, we got an Uber, we got in. We said, let's go. And so we got there. I packed everything up. I got everything turned in as best as I could. They didn't fuel me. So we asked for fuel. We asked for fuel earlier, like the second day we got there. And so the fuel process at OSH, what you do is you have a card that you take to a fuel hut. And so over the course of the next 24, maybe 48 hours, they go and fuel you, and then you go back the next day and pays. Well, that's a long time. So we dropped her off as soon as we got there. I said, just fill me up. We came from ACCA's, and we fueled up there. But then we went and we just wanted to top off to make sure we could get home, make sure everything was good, didn't have to stop, and we wouldn't have had to anyways, but I'd rather have fuel on board than not. So we said, fill me up. Well, we go back, literally, it's about 12:45 at this point. We're rushing to be able to get out and before the TFR sets in at 2:30, and we're trying to get everything. Well, they hadn't fueled me, and I wanted to be full fuel before I left. So we went, and I got to the fuel hut, and they said, nope, you haven't been fueled, sorry. And so I was like, oh, we got to be fueled. What's up? What's up? So I just flagged down one of the fuel trucks. I said, man, help me out. I made it sound a little worse maybe than what it was. I said, help me out. And so I got the fuel truck to fuel me up, and we called and paid a couple days later. So yeah, it was cool. We got out. We were told that they were shutting down the departures at 1:30. So we were told at 1:30, if you're not in line, you're not going to be able to get out. And I was like, we're not going to be able to make this. We're going to be watching the air show from the taxiway, and that's just all we were going to be able to do. That was just what it was. I knew we could get close, but I knew we also couldn't depart before 1:30. Well, we got in line at about 1:40, and we were finally in line, and I think they knew that everybody was trying to get out, so they were really turning and burning them. As soon as one would take off on the left, they give clearance for the right. Once that, then they have somebody line up and wait on the left, and then they have somebody on the right. And it's probably backwards from what you guys are seeing, but either way, they were really just letting them go quick. So we had somebody on our left, clear for takeoff, and they said Twin Cessna on the right, clear for takeoff. Thanks for coming to OSH. About the same time. By the time they got to the end of the runway, we were already above them and climbing over them. Of course, I may or may not have busted altitude. Yeah, Jay Pilot, your dad's right. That's really what we were concerned about. I did not want to risk, damaging the airplane. I didn't have the supplies to protect it, bubble wrap, or I've seen people taping bubble wrap to their wings. I've seen people putting blankets on their wings. We just didn't have the supplies to prepare for that. I mean, who goes to Oshkosh and thinks a hailstorm is going to come? Yeah, man, J Pilot, I think my wife got me that up here. This is the flag he's talking about in the back. It's a picture of the 310. It's got the tail our tail number here. And although this is a short nose 310, everything else on it is absolutely perfect. And then it's got an emblem up here of the fire department. Then red line flag. It's pretty awesome. I kind of it's pretty. She did really well on that one. It's a beautiful gift, and I like it quite a bit. Yeah, thanks, J Pilot. Appreciate that. Let's see. Our buddy. Okay, I got you. Thank you. All right, let's see. What do we got here? All right. Huh. Can do all kinds of sorts of cool things in here. So, all right. So, yeah, father-daughter flights. What about that, man? They are some cool, Jeff and his daughter Katie are just a good team. I got the pleasure of interviewing Katie here on the channel, and I think that's one of our last videos that we posted. And it was such a smart young woman and such a good guy. Jeff and Katie are, and I'm glad I got to interview her. We sat down. We both met each other for lunch, pretty much. Jeff came up to the back of me, and he said, "Well, that head has to be a Kentucky head, or something like that." And I turned around and I was like, "Oh, look at there, jokes for days." And I got to interview Katie, and the same thing. I may or may not show up on their channel at some point, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I show everybody the same kind of appreciation and same kind of I don't know. There we are. I love everybody. I mean, it's either a famous head or it's from Kentucky. Yeah, definitely not both. That's for sure. And the first one's not right. So it's fun. So we. Jay Pot saw the storm the other night. It was an adventure out in the tent. Almost blew down a small storm, so we decided if we badly lasted that we couldn't last that. Yeah, barely last. Yeah, it was just not something that it's just not something that we wanted to do. I haven't seen it yet, Jeff. I'm sorry. I've been kind of responding to all these comments from our ACCA videos. Kind of blew up on us. All right, buddy. See you, Josh. See you, man. Good hanging out with you. And see you later. Yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it. All right, so let's talk about ACCA's. ACCA's was the Aviation Content Creators Awards, and ACCA's was quite interesting. First, does it? In the back of my head, kind of like famous. It looks like I need a haircut. I don't know. I can see it delayed on this other screen. Yeah, there you go. So ACCA's was pretty interesting. The ACCA's is the Aviation Content Creators Awards. David DeFelice, sorry if I messed your, says, when you're in the 310, let's see, this is good. There you go. All right, so when I'm in the 310, my head almost hits the ceiling. If I'm really tall, or is a 310 that small inside? Well, it's a little bit of both, okay? So I'm 6 foot, maybe one, about 6'1", and so the seat in the 310 though sits up higher because you got all the gear stuff. You've got the gear crank that's directly underneath the pilot seat, and you have just a box under the. It doesn't go. I think the passenger. I feel like the right side seat goes a little lower than the pilot seat. I may be wrong on that, but I don't know. It's just so tight. It just pushes me up against the roof a little bit. So I'm about 6 or 6'1", somewhere around there. And I usually try to like to sit up in my seat, you know, so I can see. So when I do that, I'm usually flying like this right here. Or if I just lean my head up against the window, it kind of just, you know, I just kind of take a little nap and go to sleep. But no, it's a little bit of both, David. But it's mostly, I think, because of a taller seat. So thank you for that question. I appreciate that. If you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comments here. I'll answer them. Looks like about 11 of you hanging out with me tonight and seeing what's up, and I sincerely appreciate that. A big announcement. This is kind of a big for us. I mean, it's not the goal of this channel in any way. However, today we got the notification from YouTube that we are eligible for monetization, meaning that when you guys watch our videos, it is something that we participate in the YouTube monetization program, the partner program they call it. And at some point, we may get a very small, tiny, itty bitty paycheck from doing this. I don't know. Again, that's not the point of this channel, but at the same time, it is a milestone for us to say, you know, hey, look, we've reached 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year, and we have over 1,000 subscribers on our channel, and that's a big achievement for me. And a big success for us, and I really appreciate all the guys out and gals out there who are really, you know, being able to support us and support what we're doing. So that is something that we are extremely proud about. But again, it's not about making money. It's not about, you know, all that. It's just about doing it for fun because it lives in your soul. Kind of like my good old buddy Eric Church says, but that's a different story. Yeah, Jay Pilot, it is hard to live off YouTube. You barely get any money, like a couple pennies. You're right, and you have to have sometimes, you know, hundreds of thousands of views in order to really see any substantial money. But look, again, because this is not the point of the channel. It's more of a milestone for our it's more of a milestone for our accomplishments really than anything. So it's just a little bit of pride for me. I'm just proud of that accomplishment. Both of us are. So I've been kind of working the YouTube channel and actually doing real work today at our business, and just kind of, it's been crazy. Let's see. Do you have any plans on moving to another plane, like a 340 or a 414? Let's see. I don't think so. I don't think my wallet can support another plane. I don't think a 340, a pressurized aircraft. Maybe I'll say maybe, right? If we have the money one day, and if you have the money, then why not? But right now, I think we're at that happy median where we're not what I would consider to be plane poor. You know, you're using all of your money to do the plane, and you can't actually go anywhere. It's just all about money. But yeah, if you want to put a Citation CJ4 in my hangar, well, A, we'll have to figure out the hangar, but B, I'll definitely take it, right? I think we're all there. Right now, J Pilot, it is 9:22, my friend. 9:22. But David, thank you for that question. I think there's always a scenario where it's a farther, faster, bigger, all that kind of stuff. I think all of us have that, maybe a sickness, right? We always want a faster plane. You would want a jet and fly high all the time? No. I mean, Ron, that's a good point. I mean, part of flying, I think, that's so amazing is to be able to see the Earth like from an altitude that you don't get to fly at commercial. You don't go the speeds at the altitudes we fly at, but I think that seeing the Earth from the altitudes that general aviation aircraft fly at is just one of the most unique things that you can do in aviation. It's just you won't see it anywhere else. I will say, Ron, coming back from OSH though, when we left, we had a 30-knot tailwind. It was direct on the tail. And it put us at some points 215 knots back home. We made it from Oshkosh, Wisconsin to Richmond, Kentucky in 2 hours flat. I mean, it was awesome. We were tired. we were just ready to be. So we did fly over Lake Michigan. That was pretty awesome, but we made it all the way back 2 hours flat, 215 knots at some points. For the most part, we were at 200 knots the entire way back. And, oh, man, you talk about loving that. We just seen that timer continually go down so fast. Mama was happy. I was happy, too. I was happy to be back. It was fun. But, yeah, 200 knots, we have 30-knot tailwind. Let's see. Yeah, the minivan can't do that. Jeff, it was... I mean, maybe in enough wind, maybe the minivan could do that. Maybe you and Katie could be. I mean, 200 knots is just 230 miles an hour. So, like, maybe you with enough wind, maybe you could do that. I don't know. Who knows? With the right winds and the right conditions and all that, I mean, maybe it's possible. I'm not ruling it out. If it were Mythbusters, I would say that's plausible. Let's see. We went to ACCA in 4. Oh, you did 10 hours and half of that was Iowa. Oh gosh, man, that's rough. That is rough. I don't know. I may have set that one out. I'll be honest. I don't enjoy driving. I don't enjoy driving at all. I don't. My parents live about 2.5 hour drive away from me. And before we got the plane, I was probably going home to see them maybe twice a year. Really, I mean, it was just such a drag to go home and drive that 2.5 hour drive. Now, I love it when I got there, love seeing my parents and my family and all that kind of stuff, but a 2.5 hour drive, it was just terrible. Well, since we got the plane, it's a 28-minute flight, and it's direct due east heading. And we go there sometimes 2 times a week even. I'm sorry if I missed that party show. Besides Dan's murdering of thousands of colonels, what was the most memorable thing? I'll be honest. So I'll tell you here. I'll pin. If you ask a question, I'll pin it to the chat. So people can see what I think I did, didn't I? Pin? No? Yeah? I don't know. I don't know how to use. Oh, there it goes. I'm not very good at this. I'm very bad at this. Okay, so I'll tell you. Having people actually, like, so far in this channel, we've done a lot of videos. We've done a lot of work. We've done all this kind of stuff. Like, I was like, is anybody listening? Right? Are we actually doing anything? Like, is anybody really even watching these videos? People commenting was here and there, but it wasn't until the ACCAs that people came up and says, hey, man, I love your videos, that we were able to put faces and personalities and stories to what we're doing. And that's so awesome to me. Like, to be able to to look somebody in the eyes and say, hey, I've watched your videos before and I like what you did with this, and that was pretty cool about that, and this was kind of awesome. Like, I never thought about, the point that you made about that, or whatever the conversation may be. Like, I mean, that was just very humbling to me, and I enjoyed that. J Pilot, nobody knows who I am. Don't worry about it. But that was pretty awesome. That people actually, and I knew people were watching our videos. I don't know. That for me was just kind of a cool thing that that I had not experienced before. And then when we went to OSH, I had strangers. Both of us had strangers. They even come up to Amanda and they said, "Are you the fire pilot wife?" And she's like, "Yeah." So, and this dude's like, "Oh my God, I love you. You're awesome. You're so funny. I think you're doing a great job on the radios. I think you're awesome, and this and that." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, I'm here." And he's like, "I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to her." I was like, "All right, cool." I loved it. I mean, just, it was so awesome that people are actually enjoying what we're doing. Yeah, Jeff, that guy, that lady rather, who asked for our autograph, like, she was just so great, and her kids and grandkids were, so thankful, and they were so nice, and that was, I didn't do that with anybody else. I didn't let anybody else get in the plane, not because I wouldn't have let them, but the opportunity never presented itself. And so that was pretty cool. This lady come up, and she was getting everybody's autograph. That's cool. But she asked for her autograph, and I said, "Sure, yeah. I've never signed an autograph before." That kind of stuff is just beyond me. I mean, I don't get that. It took me forever to even get to the point where I'm like, "Hey, I'm the fire pilot," or that's what I call myself, or whatever, that kind of stuff. It took me forever to really get to that point. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't really like talking about myself, but I don't know. It's fun. That's the best part. I liked it that I was able to put faces to people who we'd either interacted with before, or just people come up and say hello. J Pilot, I bet you were Corey's shirt. I bet he was saying, "Hey, where's that J Pilot at?" Man, you did a good job. My buddy who was with me, he said, "Dude, that kid was asking some really good questions. Like, how old is he?" It does make all the hard work worthwhile. It really is. We're out here doing what we can, and to put faces to the name, and faces to the interaction, because all this is online. I don't get to see people and interact, and for that to occur, that was pretty awesome. I thought it was pretty rad. So let's see, 2.9 or 5 looks like. Are we going to get to 3,000? That's what we're shooting for, trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. So if you guys are in here and you want to share this live with somebody, or have them subscribe, or somebody who might be interested, then share this with them, and see if we can get to 3,000. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first live stream that we've done. It's we're just out here just testing this out tonight. It was unplanned. Had not thought about this, but why not? Let's see. Yeah, photos would be cool. That would be awesome. Let's see here. So we went to ACCA's. We had some fun. I brought my guitar because I knew Dan was going to be playing, and I knew he was going to be playing some stuff. And I asked him. I said, "Hey, before we got there, I said, care if I join in?" I think he even put out the feeler. It said, "Hey." He said, "Hey, yeah, bring an instrument if you want to. Plug in, let's go." I brought it, and it was really cool to play with Dan and Toby, Dan and Toby and Juan. I don't know about carrying those guys. I mean, here I am with this guitar just trying to figure out like what key they're in, and then they're changing chords like all kinds of crazy stuff. These guys have practiced together, and yeah, definitely. I was 100% carrying, because without me, Jeff, they would not have been able to really survive. I was the backbone of the band. I was pretty much playing percussion on the guitar. I was pretty much playing lead and rhythm at the same time. And they were falling apart every time that I made a hiccup. They were completely just falling apart. So it's the least I could do to carry those guys and have them, just really play off of what I was doing. So I'm happy that I was able to do that. Yeah. He said G minor. Hey, look, I was ready to go. He said G minor. Let's do it. I knew G minor. I didn't know a lot of other minors, but I knew G minor. And then Juan was like, how about not? How about not at all? Yeah, Toby was, man, that guy's on fire. I mean, he is on fire. That guy knew the stuff. That boy good. That boy real good. There's a movie. Is it Old School maybe? No. Billy Madison is the movie. In the movie Billy Madison, I think he goes to play guitar and he does something. I don't know. It's one of his things, and he just touches it and he's like, I don't know. That's fun. That's kind of what I felt like. So a lot of you guys have been following along on our OSH videos, and I don't know, did you guys see? I don't think I can do it somehow, but yeah, on a scale of bad to good, that boy good. I felt when we landed at OSH, we got cleared to the green square, and 3/6 right on the green square. And I was trying my damnedest to hit that thing. 3/6 right. So they had us, when we came in, they had two F-18s go directly underneath us. And I looked out my window and I seen the one that was on a short final. I seen the other one off my right that was on I'd say a 3 mile final. So on the controller said once that traffic passes over you, 3/6 right, clear to land on the green square. So there's two. If I recall, I have to look at it for sure. Let me see if I can find that video real quick. I have to look at it for sure. But the 3/6 left, the actual runway, is as dots. 3/6 right. 3/6 right is circles. OSH. Let me crank up the video. So I think 3/6 right, Brian, is the circle. Ron, I'll be honest, it was absolutely a piece of cake easy. It really was. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not over-exaggerating. It really was pretty easy to do it. Is this departing? It's en route. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, okay, so 3/6 right. Was it a circle? I can't see. Anyway, can I flip this around? I don't know. Nope. Oh, yeah, here you go. If you guys want to see this, I'll show you. I think it's a... Yep, it's a square. All right, so let me back this up. I'll show you the arrival here. And let's see, here we go. See if I can do this. Here you go. All right, here we are. I'll back it up a lit's bit, kind of let's see. All right, so we're following a road right there. This is what it looks like. We're following that east to westbound road, and the runway's off to our left. You can't see it here, but I've got an F-18 that's under me now. And once I see that he has passed, I get over that. I do a complete dive, left turn, dump the flaps. And you see the runway coming in right here, 3/6 right. I overshoot the final just a little bit. Okay, maybe a lot of bit. And correct. The controller's telling me keep coming. Good job, good job, good job. Green square, green square. 3-6 right. Green square, green square. I don't have the audio synced up because it's in a separate file. But here we go. So I'm at the numbers right now. I see my square. Right here's a square. You can watch it. I said, damn it, I'm going to hit that square one way or the other. Bam. Right there. Now, I landed right here. This is, to be fair, this is where I landed. There's my wheels, and if I pause it at the right minute, you can see this is exactly where my wheels touched. I was 1 foot. I was 1 foot prior to the green square. But man, it was my nose gear still hasn't touched down here yet. But I came in, watched my numbers real tight, and really tried to make it right. And he said, okay, high speed taxi, keep coming all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way to, yeah, I was a little bit. 4 out of 5 on land. Okay, 4 out of 5 is an 8 out of 10. I'll take it. All right, so he said, keep coming on down, high speed taxi. No, J Pilot, I have not done that yet because it's on the GoPro that I haven't even downloaded yet. I know, Brian, right? I know. That's terrible. And so here we go. Right here, this girl's like, okay, where are you doing? This one right here went on. And so she's like, okay, what are you doing? Where are you doing? And she's like, show me your sign. Show me your sign. And so I forgot to tell her show her sign. I was like, oh crap, I was too excited. And then we going on down. This guy up here, he was slowing up. Yeah, I don't know, it was pretty cool. But you can see right there she touched down. That's where you got it. So oh well, right? Turn this baby back around. Sorry about that. Turn it back around. There we go. We're back, baby. Oh, maybe a little bit. Sorry about this, guys. I need to figure something out. Other than I talk weird. What's wrong with me? My talking? What's up? Is it just a 3.5 out of 5? Oh, does it keep going down? Oh man. Oh, okay. Jeff, I keep forgetting I forgot your screen name. I keep forgetting. It's called Country, man. Come on. J Pilot, DaVinci Resolve is a very, very popular one. I use Adobe Premiere because I use Adobe Premiere for the for some other stuff that I do at my business and things. But gosh, let me try that fit. I don't like this. There we go. I guess that's fine. Sorry. I use Adobe Premiere because I'm used to it. I've used it for a long time, and it's fun for me. That part of this video stuff is also fun for me. Excuse me. I enjoy doing videos and editing and that kind of thing. So it's fun. Adobe Premiere is what I use. J Pilot, again, DaVinci Resolve is really, really, really good. From what I've heard, and I think for the most part it's actually free. I know I do, don't I? I need to figure out a way to mount that thing. I will get back. It just means I'm going to spend another $100 at B&H Photo. So, Jeff, you can tell me that, father-daughter Jeff. Well, see, Jeff Wood, I have an adult beverage over here, but there are kids in the room, and I would not feel very good if I would not feel very good if I'm promoting alcohol with. I mean, it's beer. Yes, it's beer, but I don't know. I can't do that. I love bourbon. Jeff, what's your favorite bourbon? What do you like? I'll tell you mine, but you're probably gonna laugh at me. I did think you should drink more. Stephen, sorry I skipped you there, Stephen. Fellow 310 pilot, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. 310s are a unique bird that they require really unique maintenance, really unique ownership experience. It's just, yeah, J-Pilot, you should not know even what beer tastes like, so don't tell me that. You shouldn't even know that, young man. But OSH, Stephen, was pretty awesome. OSH was amazing. OSH was overwhelming. OSH was, I mean, just everything. I mean, it was really, really good. A really great experience. We learned a lot. We learned that we're not camping people. We learned that we're just not tent camping people. I think next year we may have an RV waiting on us when we get there, something like that. I think that might be in the stars or something. I have to look into that and see what that entails. So it's really cool. I will go back. It was an amazing experience, and to have people stop me on the streets of OSH and of Airventure and say, "Hey, that's the fire pilot," it had to be one of the most humbling experiences ever. I mean, it was just truly awesome. Why did I decide to make this live, J-Pilot? Because I'm still riding this wave, as my wife says. I'm still riding this wave of the Bahamas, then the ACCAs, and then OSH. I'm still riding this wave, and I wanted to reach out and just say hello to you guys. Like, I just really enjoy interacting with the people from on the channel, and it's fun. I mean, I like it. So I said, let's give this YouTube stuff a try. That's right, baby. Riding that wave. OCATS. Cats, cats, cats. Oh, that's funny. Hey, babe. They want to know where the fire pilot wife is. Oh, she says she's working. She's she says she's working. So she's not going to make it tonight. I can tell you that right now. She's had too many videos, too many cameras in her face, and she doesn't want to believe. I know, right, J Pilot? Unbelievable. Working. I know. She's had too many cameras in her face, too many things pointed at her recently. So I know you are. I know, Jeff. That's good. Jeff Wood. Two Jeffs in here. Father daughter flights, Jeff and Jeff Wood. I know. There goes the show. Father daughter just doing that cats thing, right? Steve, been there many times. That's what I tell people. It's way too much. I have a 71T. I happen to live on the same airport as Glenn Hawk. Oh, really? I don't know, Glenn. I didn't get to meet Glenn. I did not get to meet Jay Pilot's dad. I didn't know a lot of these people, to be honest. Like, it was only recently that I really looked at and watched like Mark and Mike Patey. Like, people talk about them all the time. So I didn't know Jay Pilot, of course, but I definitely didn't know his dad, Glenn. I still don't. Never got to meet him. And I didn't know half of these people who were there. Bill, the guy in the jet at the ACCA's, Bill something, Bouncing Bill something with the world record. I can't remember his last name right now. Is it Steve? I still don't know I clearly don't know his name. No, okay, I see what you're saying. You bought your 310 from Glenn? But my point is, I didn't know Bob Briggs. That's it, Bob Briggs. Yeah, so thank you. I didn't know these people. I did not know who Bob was until we were leaving. So when we left ACCA's, we were the last aircraft to leave. We were the absolute last one. Everybody had already left. Everybody was already gone. We were the last aircraft to leave. And it was, I'm sorry, I'll take that back. Bob was still there in his jet when we left. Bob, what do you mean 20% power? I'm on Sorry about that. Phone I thought was plugged in, but I guess not. So Bob was still there when we left. Hang on one second. Stupid. And so where was I going with this? My point is, I didn't know a lot of these people. I didn't know who Bob was. I've never met Glenn. I didn't know all these people, and so I never really got the interviews with them. And half of the people, YouTubers that were there, I didn't know. I don't know. We were kind of on the outskirts. We're the rebels of YouTube. I don't know. I guess we're the outcasts. I don't know. Whatever. What's it? I know, J Pilot Girls. Good idea on the RV, Don. That's absolutely the truth. I think a lot of people who were saying that the RV was just the way to go. I think so too. I truly do. Didn't know you were sorry saying Steve. Oh yeah, no problem, J Pilot. I got you. All right. So, what else you guys want to know? We're probably gonna be on for about 15 more minutes or whatever. Well, I agree. 310s are a unique little deal. We should have a meetup. Yeah, Georgia's not too far away for us. We go through Georgia quite a bit, actually. I'd be down for that. I didn't get to meet Kevin, so I did not. So Kevin, the 310 pilot, he was at OSH on, I guess, Saturday morning. He was there for like an hour. Then he had to go back to work, I guess. I didn't get to meet him. I did get to meet a couple people in his circle at Oshkosh, like Martin Polly, Brian Turner, and all that kind of stuff. But I did not get to meet. I didn't get to meet Kevin Thornton, 310 pilot. I kind of reached out to Kevin a couple of times on Instagram, but I don't think he does any social media whatsoever. Yeah, we can do, man. We love Destin. One of our next videos is a Destin trip that we did on Memorial Day, and that should be a fun video. I made some bad mistakes on our return trip, some not great mistakes. So I did meet you, and I talked about you on our return trip video. So whenever it gets finally published, whenever I mix it down or whatever, definitely you'll see in there, Ron. I mentioned you all over. It's just Ron. You come and go. Yeah, Don. I think that would be awesome. I would love, because that's a part. I mean, it's a party up there, man. It's great, and I think an RV group would be. Oh man, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Did you really? Ron had my sticker on the shirt. I don't have any in here with me, I don't think, right now. I don't know. But yeah, that. So everybody else, I have this one shirt. This is all I got of my own stuff, and I stained it one day when I was painting or changing the oil, and so I couldn't wear it. I'm not gonna wear a painted up shirt. So I was like, all right, now what? Now what am I going to do? So I just took one of our stickers. It's the exact same thing. Slapped it on my Columbia shirt I was wearing. And it absolutely, it was, it worked, I guess. I don't know. It looked like an idiot, but whatever. Michigan, Indiana, don't worry. That part of Indiana was given to Michigan a long time ago anyways, Jeff. Might crash my computer, whatever. Janice did give me a cookie, and it was everything that they claimed to be and more. The really good cookies. I'll be honest, I'm not a chocolate chip cookie guy, but it was really really good. I mean, that chocolate chip cookie was really good. Yeah, I think it would be pretty cool, Don. There may be something similar, quasi close to that. Uh, no, I'm not sponsored by Columbia. I'm not sponsored by Columbia at all. I That's the only shirt, like, I'm a bigger dude, so most t-shirts just don't fit straight up. They just don't fit. And so that Columbia style shirt it fits better than probably any shirt that I have. And so it doesn't make me look like a complete fatso. I mean, maybe it does. Go ahead, Ron. I'm just gonna wait. All right, Ron's gonna say something. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's coming. I know Ron's got something to say here. It's a good I don't know. It's a shirt. Plus it protects from the sun. I don't know if y'all know, like would you want to buy a Cessna 180 or 170 or Carbon Cub, all of those stole planes for still flying? All right, so I'll tell you all a little secret about me here. I haven't. So I got into aviation for a utilitarian aspect, right? I love flying. I love just getting out and playing around and going nowhere and flying and just having fun. I love that. I really do. But what I really love, like more so than that, is being able to go somewhere and being able to enjoy aviation in the middle of it. I really enjoy that part of it, and that's fun to me. So I am. That's probably my biggest draw to aviation. So yes, I would. I don't have any experience in a Cub. I don't have any experience in a 180 or 170. I don't have any experience doing that, but it would be fun. I like to. I just like to go places and do things. So that's my biggest thing. I don't know how to say your name, so I apologize. It's a good question. If I thought this had already been done, so I don't have a question. I don't have an answer. If anybody has an answer to that question, then that is that. Please answer that. I don't have that for him. I'm sorry. Mike Hines, how many hours? Well, first, Don, you lost 70 pounds. Good for you, my friend. That is amazing. Good for you. How did you do it, for one? I mean, that's awesome. How many hours did you have before getting the twin rating? About 250, just shy of 250, I think. So I had about 100 hours in a Cessna 150, all my training, and then I bought it. Yeah, me too, Jeff. So I bought a 150 during training, and then flew it for about 100 hours. And after the 100 hours, ended up selling it and getting an Aero. Then got all my instrument rating in the Aero. Flew it for about, I think, 150 hours, maybe. Somewhere around there, maybe. I have to think about 100, 250. Yeah, no. For 200, I flew it for about 200 hours. I don't know. About 200 hours. And then I decided, you know what, I think that, I think this is we're going to need something else. So we flew the Aero to Tampa. We flew it to Orlando. We took a couple of cruises back down there and had some fun, but it was a 5-hour flight, and it was, if that's what we wanted to do, we really needed to get a little more, we need something a little faster. it's a long way, like 600 miles, and we didn't want to stop. We wanted to go there nonstop. And we also, if we wanted to have the option to maybe take another couple, which we have now in the twin several times. So we searched for the twin. As of right now, I'm just shy. I'm under 500 hours, so I'm a young pup in the pilot world for sure. Maybe 450 hours, somewhere around there by now. And I have about 150 or 70 of those, 150 or 170 of those in the 310. So there you go, Jay Pilot. About 150, 170 hours, just shy of 200 of those hours are in the twin. I don't know the exact numbers. I got to put up all of our recent flights in my logbook. But good question. Absolutely. I'll go ahead and pin that right there. Jay Pilot, how many hours in 310? I'm going to say 150, okay? How's that? The 319, the 310 is a 1979 Cessna 310R. I think it's called the 3 model. I don't know. They had some weird numbers on there during the late 70s, early 90s. And so it's a 310R, 1979 310R. Love it. It's an amazing aircraft. I'm still learning things about that thing every single day. And I could not be happier with that aircraft. It's been truly amazing. It has cost us a lot of maintenance. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not trying to hide that, and I want to be real about that. It has cost us quite a bit of maintenance. But what we do is really, really, I don't know, to me it's amazing. Another good question from Jay Pilot. Here we go. So the question is about how much time are on the engines. When I bought it about 200 hours ago, we probably had, I think it had 1,200 hours per side on the engine, about 1,200 hours. So it is full with engines. Okay, so it had about 1,200 hours on the engines. The engines are 1,700 hours to be overhauled. But on the left engine, we replaced 6 new cylinders straight out the gate. And so we did all kinds of pre-buy that we could to look at the engines, figure it out, and all this kind of stuff. We had to replace all 6 cylinders on the left engine because it had the Superior cylinders, Superior Millennium cylinders, and there was an AD on it that made them last let's say, I think 17 years, I think it was 17, 19 years. There was an extension that they granted it. So it was time. We needed to replace them. So we went to replace those straight out the gate. We got a discount off of the aircraft. We bought the aircraft well under 6 figures, well under $100,000. And so we had enough play in it in the value of the aircraft in order to do the upgrades and that kind of stuff and make it right. And so that's what we did. That is what we did. Good question again. Full of something tonight, Jay Pilot, for sure. What is that? I don't know. Let's see. Trust me, my fine feathered friend, it will not ever stop costing you money as long as you fly it. I do all my own maintenance, could not pay for anyone else to do it. Man, I tell you, I don't mind to do my own maintenance. I'll learn, I'll find, I'll figure out, I'll do whatever I need to do, however I need to do it to figure it out. But at the end of the day, I can't find people to really, there's nobody local who'll say, hey, you need to do this, or hey, you just do that, or hey, kind of teach you how to do some of these things. We had a tack generator fail right before we replaced all the engine monitor and everything. Well, a tack generator is the piece of equipment that that generates electricity from the engine spinning to tell a gauge what your RPMs are, your tachometer. And so we had the generator itself fail that produces electricity that gauge reads on the right side, and that was crazy. I got a video of it on TikTok or something, and it was just I thought I was losing an engine, to be honest. And so, but I watched my oil pressure, I watched my oil temperature, watched my everything else. I looked out the window for one, made sure that the prop was still spinning, and the gauge went down to 0. And so I knew it was either an indicator failure or something out on the engine that sends the indicator to it. So that was something that was interesting. That was mid-flight. and really interesting, actually. So, all right, Ron, thank you, buddy. Yeah, we've got about 4 more minutes on here. I'm going to wrap things up myself. I'm not far behind you. Thank you, Ron, for all your support and your friendship. I appreciate that. And good talking to you. Thanks for dropping in. Stephen, thank you. If you were closer, you'd be glad to help. I sincerely appreciate that. J Pilot, live streaming, wait like 70 days. It's so far, it's good. It's so far, it's been 15 people in here right now. Don C, dang, he wants a 310. All I have trading is my old paraglider. Well, I'll be honest. It's you can buy them relatively cheap right now. Nobody wants a twin because of fuel. Nobody wants to do it, and so it's you can buy them relatively cheap. Like I said, I bought this twin for less than 6 figures. I'll say that. It was well less than 6 figures. Now we've put the money into it and we've put the time and the effort into it to bring it back, but it's been a really good aircraft so far. Annual was really expensive, not fun, but we made that happen. Okay, let's see. What else you guys got? It's all approaching an hour here. I don't want to talk and bore you guys completely until everybody just says shut up. But this has been pretty fun so far. I think we may try to make this a regular deal. It's 2,300 here. He's still up. Ron's already in bed. He's already snoozing. He's already snoozing and in bed. Got his nightcap on and everything. Good to see you all. Be safe. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate your support as well. All y'all's. Jeff Wood's back. Oh, he just woke up. Welcome back. J Pilot, man, thank you so much. That's a real humbug of you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. J Pilot, it is your bedtime though, for sure. It's like 10 o'clock, man. You're gonna have to go to bed. Let's see here what we got. All y'all, hell no, man. That's an old song. Never mind. I won't sing again. Sorry, Jeff. Don C, that did get my adrenaline pumping. I was kind of scared. I actually recorded it. It's on a TikTok. I don't have it on a video. Lo and behold, I wasn't recording that day, right? But I had it on a video because it started to quiver a little bit, and I noticed it, and I was like, this ain't good. This ain't good at all. J Pilot's only live stream I've watched. The whole video, thank you so much. J Pilot, the interior on the 310 was replaced 2006, I think. So it's relatively new. It's in great shape, great condition. The interior is really good. Mike, good question. Any regrets of buying cheap and fixing up versus buying ready to go? No, with one exception. One exception to that. I don't have AMPs local to help. I got to be careful how I say this because I'm sure it'll be watched by certain people. But here's the deal. I've tried to give my business local. I've tried to give my business to people who are within 50 miles of me. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. I cannot and I will not take my aircraft to somebody who does not want my business. Period. I'm not going to do it. And if I'm just another 6 week, 8 week down the road and you don't have time for me, then that's fine. That's perfectly fine, but I'm going somewhere else. So I had some work done and it was a prop seal and it started to leak again. And after they replaced it, and I was told that the next thing that next time they could get me in to look at it was 6 weeks after they just installed it. I'm done. You have completely lost my business. I'm sorry. And it's just what it is. I know it doesn't matter, but that's just not how I do business. So that other than having a limited amount of resources to help me through that process, I have no regrets whatsoever about taking an aircraft that has a really good bones about it, pretty good engines about it, other than that, I have no regrets at all. Other than not having an AMP that's local that could really kind of help out and maybe turn a wrench here and there, but maybe let me borrow his tools so I can do the rest of it myself on my own time and my own dime. That would be pretty awesome, but I don't have that. So I'm just learning as I go and trying to figure it out on my own. You're right, Stephen. We'll not compromise on our safety. That's why I went to TAS Aviation. I had to make sure it was right. And Don, I'm glad you found it as well. I'm glad everybody was. I'm glad everybody was able to kind of join in and make a good weekend. You did, J Pilot, I think, I don't know, 1979 as the year it is, but we've owned it since late 2019, so just shy of 2 years. Yep, we did find an A&P and TAS Aviation in Defiance, Ohio. Bama to Kenosha for annual. No regrets. We're going all the way up to Defiance, Ohio for TAS Aviation. They are arguably the worldwide leader in twin Cessna maintenance, and it was a really good experience. There were some miscommunications, I think. I think that they are growing at a unbelievably fast record pace, and they're just trying to manage that to a point that it's manageable, I guess, is a good way to 310. So yeah, Dom, we took it to the same place. In fact, if you look in one of our YouTube videos on our annual, you'll see Kevin in the video picking up his plane while our plane is there. I don't know if Kevin knows it or not, but he probably doesn't. He has no idea who I am. But he is in our video when he's there at TAS. You'll see it's real quick. You see him along the right side. It's when you have the inside fuselage, the cockpit area. You look out the right side window, and again, it's probably backwards from what you guys are seeing. But you look at the right side window, you see a dark-haired lady, and then you see Kevin follow with a box of stuff in his hand. And then finally, while we were there, and I'll end this. And finally, at the end of this is not in any video. I didn't want to post it because I didn't want to invade their privacy or anything. We actually left for some stickers in Kevin's TS. I think it's the same one. We were at the same shop. So when I dropped off my plane, Kevin's plane was right there, and then I actually had some stickers, and I wrote a little note. I said, Jamie and Kevin, hey, love the channel. I hope to meet up sometime soon. Best of luck or something. I don't know what I said. And then I left it in their plane for them to see. I don't know if they ever got it. They never said anything, but we left them some stickers, so couldn't help it. I thought it was just so funny. I could see a video. It was like, 2 YouTube 310 pilots collide in a world where there can be only one, like the Highlander. I don't know. That'd be such a funny narrative, but I don't think they're into that, so whatever. That's okay. I don't know. Maybe they are. I just haven't talked to them. I haven't got a chance to meet them. We've been at this for 65 minutes, Jay Pilot, and I can't believe you're not bored either, but I think I am going to wrap this up. There's 8 of you in here right now. A lot of people have dropped in and said hello, and I appreciate that. If you do know anybody, we really are trying to build our channel. And I will watch Super Arrow because I was just told about him just the other night. I don't know anything about him, but I just found him just the other day. But we are going to close this up. It's been about 65 minutes. But I want to thank you guys personally for dropping in and saying hello. I want to thank you guys for your support that you give our channel. And I really want to thank you for the graciousness you show me and us on this channel to do what we're doing. It's really humbling to know that there's others amongst amongst us pilots and amongst aviation enthusiasts who really kind of appreciate the stuff that we've been doing and don't mind to sit a while and listen to what you have to say. I love interacting with you guys. I really like hanging out with you guys, and I think that maybe we might try to do this on a more frequent basis, maybe not a weekly basis, but a more frequent basis in order to try to have some fun. So, guys, so much. I'm so appreciative and so thankful. You can check us out on thefirepilot.me. You can check us out on Instagram, on TikTok. I'll be honest, there's a lot of funny stuff on TikTok if you like TikTok. But TikTok and then Facebook and then where else are we? And then, of course, here on YouTube. So, guys, thank you so much. It's been a little longer than I wanted to do it, but you guys have hung in there with me and stayed the course. So, once again, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. And from The Fire Pilot, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.